Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Now we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
For 1 month, many people thought they'd seen the end of the greatest quarterback career in league history. Of course, there were others who expected Tom Brady to come back, and he did so 40 days later for a 23rd NFL season. Leading the league in completions, yards, and touchdowns at age 44, he showed that he's as good as ever. But of course, losing in the divisional round is not the way he wanted to go out in his final game. For TB12, his Lombardi trophies are bust.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Brady now on first down. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Bucs at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 19 carries, 70 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Brady. Right back to Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Brady to throw again. And that is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Time to get our first look at one of the star faces of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes and his Kansas City offense. Really the gold standard among NFL offenses since he became the starter in 2018.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Our game here, Bucs and Chiefs, certainly one of the crown jewels of this 2022 NFL schedule. Of course, a rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 55, Tom Brady's 7th Super Bowl title, when his guys really outmanned a Kansas City team who came up short in their quest to go back-to-back. And you look at these two quarterbacks, Brady, just a legend of the game. Many say the GOAT. Mahomes, certainly you could say on a similar trajectory. And then we'd be remiss for not mentioning these two, of course, shared a Madden cover back in 2021. So this a hot ticket indeed here in Tampa. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Back to throw here. A pass underneath for Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eye.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Fournette running out of the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Brady going to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. George Karlaftis brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
On second and goal, Brady to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Chris Godwin from 13 yards out. And the Buccaneers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Succop for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Second and 7. Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 4 catches, 64 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Second and 11 at the 41. Mahomes to throw once more. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10.
And Evans' 1,000-yard streak to start his career remains intact and is now at 8 years strong. And in his 8th season, came a career-high 14 touchdown catches as well. Another similar season, and Mike Evans will cross the 10,000-yard milestone this year. Easy first down pickup for the superstar wideout.
Brady now on first down. And Brate, the tight end's got it.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, the quick slant caught.
And the Bucs are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll give Fournette another crack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Brady now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now here's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. From the 39, Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that stems the tide just a little, but this still a 2-touchdown game.
And I think that maybe that was a bit of a calming drive for this offense, and that's exactly what they needed. They were able to move the ball. They did some good things. It's still the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to go.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. Now he'll escape and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. They're going to look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. Hardman on the return. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The offense back out. There's the veteran bruiser, the running back Leonard Fournette. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. From the 29, Brady. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Bucs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A nice little juke. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
What were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st down, Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Fournette. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun, it's Brady.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Here's Hardman to return.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Shaquille Barrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From midfield, here's Brady. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brady.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Jones. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here's Jake Camarda now.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. From the 41, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st down, Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. Comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Throwing on first down is Brady.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now here comes Kansas City. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Mahomes now on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Joe Tryon just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw here. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Up the gut, Fournette.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man has got one. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. To throw, it's Brady. Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here.
And he's got...
Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Brady. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Working from the gun, it's Brady. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is up to 18 now. A 10-play drive that time.
And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw is caught by Gray.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney. Mahomes now to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Brady will try again on second down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Good footwork at the 30. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well. Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them? A handoff to Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Second down, back to Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Evans has it left side. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy, and they needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Fournette on the counter. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Fournette. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd and 10. Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Brady going to throw. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you can.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Brady now on 3rd and goal.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now here's Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Levante David.
And the Bucs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Underneath, he's got Brate. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
He's got the first down and more.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Buccaneers, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home